Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny, and today we're going to talk about Nvidia. Well, I know Dylan's got some Nvidia stock. He's a big fan of this. I like a lot of things about the company. Haven't done enough due diligence yet to put a buy price in the whole damn thing. But, Senator Palpatine, I'm sorry, Nancy Pelosi, just went ahead and converted some Nvidia options, and we're going to talk about that, whether or not it's a good time to pick up some Nvidia stock based upon that news alone.
Yeah, this is infuriating, actually. If you like this kind of entertaining stock market content where it's two super guys trying to figure everything out, give us a like and subscribe, and we'll get started. Two Super Guys Trade Stocks.
She does kind of resemble Senator Palpatine. Just throwing that out there.
I want to know how many people clicked on this and got the thing without any context.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it'll be good.
This is kind of like the reason why I decided to do this video. But this was a Twitter post where they kind of summed up the whole Nancy Pelosi Nvidia stock transaction here related to the chip stock. So this CHIPS Act is basically designed to buoy up semiconductor production here in the United States. And you're talking about $52 billion coming from the U.S. Congress to help produce chips, right? And all of a sudden, it becomes back that she wants to get this thing passed by the end of this congressional session, which ends in August, and all the chip stocks are up, right? I own Intel. I know Dylan owns AMD and Nvidia. All of them kind of benefited from this news. It was a pretty good day in the market, to be honest, anyways. But this is like the major driver here is when you look at the timeline, it is amazing how much this kind of like lines up with her stock trading. Her husband, and they use a lot of options trading as well. So but very very interesting. What do you think about the fact that she owns so much Nvidia stock?
All right. Here's the thing. I get that. I'm not saying Congress shouldn't be able to not have stocks. You have to have a retirement, 401k. I completely get that. These option trades are bullshit. You should not be able to do that in Congress.
Interesting. Okay.
That is not okay. That is not for retirement. That is a trade. That is not an investment. That is a trade. And you are manipulating stuff outside of the using your job to create a price difference in a stock and then doing a trade, not an investment. It's not okay.
It's hard to argue that they don't have some level of insider knowledge, right? Especially when you're talking about a $52 billion bill, which is going to basically...
Yeah, she's pushing through a bill. She's changing everything.
I know. I'm not saying. I'm saying it could be still like a very useful bill. As an Intel shareholder, this would benefit us immensely. They've already kind of threatened to this whole Ohio chip foundry based upon this news story as well too. But the interesting thing, do you know that there's a Pelosi rule that because of Visa stock that specifically they're not allowed to invest in IPOs because she hadn't bought Visa stock while there was like a pending Visa or credit card legislation in front of Congress.
Jesus, I mean, look. I get it. I'm probably going to buy Nvidia Leaps now too. Why not? Yeah. But
so this was a poll back from like January where they looked at, I think it's 1,700 registered likely voters, and about 3/4 of them said that they don't think Congress should be able to be investing in stocks or trading stocks, I should say. I didn't know exactly the wording of the question, whether or not they wanted to bar them from investing entirely or individual stocks, or if they wanted to be done through like a blind trust. I don't know how blind that really is. But the whole idea being that obviously if they're investing in individual names, they can tailor their gains a little bit. And there's been studies that have looked at that and shown it to be truthful, kind of bear fruit, if you will. The study was a little bit older, but it looked at congressmen and that. What do you think? How do you think the average congressman does in terms of average return? Do they underperform the market, overperform? And if so, by how much or so?
Two things. They definitely are going to they're going to beat the market. They're going to overperform the market because they can literally we're pushing a bill through to directly help Nvidia and then buying Leaps beforehand. So, I mean, come on. And then two, I'm not saying they shouldn't be able to invest. You should be able to have a 401k, have a help in retirement, all that stuff. But you could just buy the SPY. Yeah. Problem solved. It literally solves everyone's issue. Just SPY, Qs, that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing fancy. I agree. I completely agree. So there was a study that actually looked at average congressman stock performance, and they found that they outperformed the market by about 6% per year on average, which is phenomenal in my
substantial,
opinion.
because the
I mean,
market's 9.5, right?
yeah. So Buffett became the richest man in the world by outperforming the market by about 10% per year on average. So 6% for a congressman is pretty respectable. So this chart just showed I know amount of stock purchases throughout 2020. This is not a party issue either. You see the red and blue here, but both parties are guilty as hell of this. There's no particular political party that is buying or not benefiting from stock purchases either. And then this chart right here looked at
This is
2020 returns
gross.
compared to exactly the market as a whole. So you have SPY over here on the left, you have Dow, and you have Pelosi. You have her stocks outperformed, options even more so outperformed, right? Because they're a leverage bet. So on a whole, she greatly outperformed the S&P 500 during 2020, which was very respectable. I mean, kudos to her. Maybe we should have her on this channel for an interview. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Dude, that's so stupid. Like, that's so not okay. I didn't realize it was that bad. That's so. All right. Well, I don't want to piss anybody off, so.
I didn't even bring up the whole kind of insider selling before the whole pandemic thing either. I thought about throwing a slide in here about that because you remember that whole tidbit about
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah. So, and then of course, at the end of the day, there was no actual punishment metered out for that. They were just like, yeah, it's fine. Just, it's like the classic joke about like internal investigation at police department. We investigated ourselves and we found we did nothing wrong.
We were solid. Yeah, this is not cool. I mean, this is not a party Democrat versus Republican thing on the chart. They're both super guilty. It's just Nancy Pelosi was first, so that's why she's on the thumbnail. You should not be allowed to buy options. That is a trade. That is not an investment. That is a trade with the. Okay, all right, that's stupid.
Yep, I like it. This is about as fire as Dylan gets about politics. I love it.
It's so dumb. All right,
guys.
Let us know how you feel about this crap.
Yep, garbage. See ya.